Throughout our existence, we all encounter times when our minds seem to race uncontrollably, burdened by tension, negativity, and self-doubt. However, imagine possessing a method to instantly refresh your mental state, eliminate the confusion, and reclaim command. This is precisely where the insights of Buddhism are valuable. For ages, Buddhist principles have offered strategies to govern your thoughts and feelings, bringing lucidity and tranquility amidst even the toughest circumstances. Today, I will present 7 impactful lessons designed to assist you in discarding negative thinking, taking control of your mind, and accessing a life filled with mental liberation. Whether you're wrestling with internal conflict or searching for lucidity, these principles will reshape your perspective on everything. 1. Direct your thoughts with accuracy. In achieving mastery over your thoughts, consider each one a vital contribution to your future existence. By deliberately selecting positivity time after time, you are effectively building towards a more cheerful and hearty version of your future self. To cultivate this practice, begin by carefully observing your thoughts during the day. Anytime you notice yourself engaging in negative thinking, consciously halt and shift your attention towards more beneficial and optimistic ideas. A useful method to improve your command over thoughts is through daily meditation. Set aside several minutes daily, ideally upon waking or before sleeping, to sit peacefully and focus entirely on your breath. This activity aids not only in purifying your mind, but also sharpens your capacity to guide your thoughts. With consistent effort, you'll discover that sustaining a positive outlook can feel as instinctive and easy as breathing. 2. Utilize the strength of visualization. Visualization acts as a mental practice for achievement, allowing you to employ your imaginative faculty to mold your future outcomes. Reserve time daily to intensely picture yourself attaining your objectives, navigating difficulties, and realizing your aspirations. Close your eyes and formulate a rich mental depiction of these favorable results, encompassing the associated feelings, sensations, and acoustics. This routine not only readies your subconscious mind to face real events with greater assurance, but also conditions your mind to be more receptive to positive possibilities. To enhance this method, attempt visualization at regular intervals, such as immediately upon waking or just prior to sleep. This regularity fortifies the link between your visualizations and your subconscious. Over time, these positive mental run-throughs can alter your mindset, making you inherently disposed to pursue success and positivity in your daily life. It represents a potent technique for developing mental fortitude and enhancing your assurance in tackling upcoming challenges. 3. Adopt a radical mind diet. Conceive of your mind as a cultivated space that requires wholesome substance to flourish and expand. Much like consuming nutritious food benefits your physical health, absorbing positive and uplifting media feeds your mental state. Initiate this by cutting out detrimental influences like downbeat news reports, harmful social media streams, and energy-sapping interactions. Instead, augment your mental nourishment with books, podcasts, and videos that inspire and promote self-improvement. Interact with material that stimulates your mind and propels you towards your aspirations. To actively put this radical mind diet into practice, designate specific periods for media intake that correspond with your self-development aims. Select informative and heartening content matching your ambitions, and be mindful about the dialogues you engage in. Concentrate on interactions that leave you feeling revitalized and motivated. This systematic strategy for managing your mental consumption can reshape your thinking habits, diminishing negativity and cultivating a more affirmative and effective mindset. 4. Practice emotional alchemy. Emotional alchemy involves the skill of converting your emotions into catalysts for self-development. Start by recognizing your feelings, be it anger, sorrow, or frustration, without passing judgment. Grasping the reason behind your feelings is the initial move in transforming those emotions into something constructive. For example, if irritation arises from a workplace issue, think about how you could redirect that force into a constructive action, like refining a procedure or communicating more effectively. To engage in emotional alchemy, devise a response strategy for moments when intense emotions surface. This strategy might involve actions like removing yourself from the situation, practicing deep breathing, or discussing matters with a trusted individual. Gradually, you will learn to divert the energy from your emotions toward productive pursuits such as physical activity, artistic endeavors, or community service. This not only assists in managing your emotional condition, but also transforms potential hindrances into chances for betterment. By consistently employing this method, you will cultivate a more robust, adaptable emotional constitution that enhances your total well-being. 5. Reshape your brain through gratitude practices. Gratitude possesses a remarkable ability to remodel your brain, modifying its framework to concentrate more on life's positive elements. When you consistently engage in gratitude, you effectively condition your brain to seek out the good in all circumstances, fostering a more hopeful and resilient mental state. Commence by allocating time each day to contemplate 3 specific things you appreciate. These could be as elementary as a satisfying meal, a thoughtful act, or a striking sunset. Documenting them in a gratitude log helps reinforce this habit and provides a concrete record of the positivity in your existence. To amplify the impact of gratitude, concentrate not merely on significant events, but also on the minor, frequently disregarded details that evoke happiness. For instance, feel thankful for the comforting heat of your morning beverage or the gentle sound of rainfall. The more precise and descriptive you are, the stronger this practice becomes. Research indicates that persistent engagement in gratitude physically alters the brain by reinforcing the neural connections associated with positivity and happiness, thereby lessening stress, anxiety, and even depressive symptoms. Extend your gratitude practice beyond internal reflection. Express it externally by conveying your thankfulness to others, perhaps via a message, a written card, or simply by saying thank you more frequently. This not only disseminates positivity to those nearby, but also boosts your personal sense of contentment. The straightforward act of voicing gratitude can cultivate stronger bonds with others and establish a positive climate in your surroundings. During challenging periods when finding things to be grateful for seems difficult, embrace the practice even more fervently. In Buddhist philosophy, gratitude isn't reserved solely for favorable times. It's a means of valuing life in its wholeness, inclusive of its difficulties. Even adversities can be interpreted as teachings that propel us towards development and insight. With steady gratitude practice, you'll start to perceive a transformation in your general perspective. Your brain will instinctively begin scanning for positivity, and your capacity to recover from negativity will increase significantly. Eventually, you'll notice this practice becoming innate, like an automatic response. As soon as you awaken, your mind will start identifying things to cherish rather than dwelling on anxieties or pressures. This ongoing reshaping influences how you tackle everyday existence, converting difficulties into prospects and failures into instances for contemplation and thankfulness. With a mind attuned to appreciation, even arduous moments can serve as stepping stones toward a more satisfying, positive life. The more consistently you practice gratitude, the more resilient and joyful your mind grows. 6. Nurture your energy ecosystem. Your psychological and emotional wellness is intricately connected to the ambient energy surrounding you. The individuals, settings, and even items you interact with significantly influence your state of mind and energy levels. Within Buddhism, there's a recognition that all things possess an energy field. The more you foster positive energy, the more it will sustain you. Cultivating your energy ecosystem involves being deliberate about the influences you permit into your life and consciously designing a space that fosters your well-being and development. Begin by assessing the environments where you spend significant time, your residence, office, and social settings. Is there disorder that mentally burdens you? Do specific locations make you feel agitated or depleted? Your physical environment can either bolster or undermine your mental lucidity. Start tidying and structuring these areas to encourage tranquility and awareness. Think about adding features like soothing hues, ample natural light, greenery, or minimalist decor that helps you feel centered and calm. A tidy, peaceful area mirrors and supports a tranquil mind. Subsequently, concentrate on the individuals within your energy sphere. Are there people in your life who deplete your vitality or saturate your thoughts with negativity? While avoiding every detrimental influence might be impossible, you can restrict your contact with them. Associate with individuals who elevate, motivate, and constructively challenge you. Foster relationships that promote development, empathy, and comprehension. It is crucial to safeguard your energy by setting firm boundaries with those who persistently introduce negativity. Recall that you possess the authority to determine who gains entry to your mental and emotional domain. Observe the daily routines and habits that either boost or diminish your energy. Minor habits, like browsing negative news or social media immediately upon waking, can establish an unfavorable mood for the day. Instead, establish morning customs that ground and invigorate you, like meditation, writing in a journal, or a brief outdoor walk to connect with the natural world. These practices help foster an energy ecosystem conducive to mental clarity and positivity. Participating in energy-balancing activities such as yoga, tai chi, or mindfulness practices can assist in clearing away sluggish energy and restoring your mental resources. Do not overlook embracing nature as a vital component of your energy ecosystem. Nature possesses an extraordinary capacity to purify and replenish our energy. Allocating time outdoors, whether strolling in a park, sitting near water, or merely inhaling fresh air, can achieve remarkable results in resetting your mind. Grounding yourself through nature is an age-old Buddhist method that aids in re-establishing connection with the Earth's inherent cadences, promoting a sense of greater balance and completeness. Make it a regular practice to integrate nature into your routine, even if only for brief periods daily. Integrate positive energy sources into your everyday life. This might involve listening to uplifting tunes, reading motivational literature, or viewing inspiring videos that foster personal advancement. Your energy ecosystem encompasses more than just your direct environment. It also involves what you mentally and spiritually consume. Persistently opting for positive, enriching material reinforces a mindset that encourages resilience, optimism, and tranquility. By meticulously selecting the influences that mold your energy ecosystem, you guarantee that your environment, connections, and routines all contribute to a well-adjusted and empowered mental condition. Nurturing your energy ecosystem revolves around intentionally shaping your surroundings, relationships, and daily customs to bolster mental clarity and emotional equilibrium. When you assume control over the energies affecting you, you establish a supportive setting that enables your mind to thrive. As you harmonize your energy ecosystem with your aspirations for inner calm and growth, you'll find yourself becoming more adaptable, centered, and in command of your mental and emotional condition. 7. Employ radical acceptance. Radical acceptance represents a deep-seated Buddhist tenet instructing us to welcome life precisely as it manifests, devoid of opposition, refusal, or critique. It concerns recognizing both life's pleasures and its hurdles without becoming ensnared in the emotional disturbance often linked with challenging events. Essentially, it signifies fully acknowledging reality, even when unpleasant, while relinquishing the impulse to manage everything. This potent practice liberates your mind from needless distress and enables you to discover serenity in any circumstance. Radical acceptance commences with the realization that not all aspects of life fall within your sphere of influence. We frequently experience distress because we push back against reality, attempting to combat or alter elements beyond our grasp. Whether dealing with others' actions, unforeseen occurrences, or personal difficulties, the greater our resistance, the more emotional anguish we endure. Through practicing radical acceptance, we cease battling these uncontrollable facets of existence and instead welcome them as integral to the human condition. This doesn't imply approval or endorsement of everything. It merely signifies acknowledging the present situation and permitting yourself to proceed. One approach to initiate this practice involves scrutinizing your present difficulties. Were you opposing? Is it a workplace scenario, a tense relationship, or an unexpected life event? Observe how your opposition impacts your mental and emotional state. Are you experiencing anxiety, irritation, or a sense of being overwhelmed? Now, rather than persisting in a struggle against it, attempt to accept it for what it is. You might affirm to yourself, "This is the current reality, and I cannot alter it. However, I can manage my reaction to it." In doing so, you alleviate the emotional strain associated with resistance and open up space for tranquility and lucidity. Radical acceptance also aids in managing intense emotions like rage, grief, and apprehension. Instead of suppressing or evading these feelings, accept their presence as normal reactions to trying circumstances. This acceptance doesn't equate to indulging in negativity, but rather involves identifying your emotions and permitting their existence without condemnation. By adopting this approach, you enable the emotions to flow through you instead of becoming lodged and intensifying. This can be particularly beneficial during periods of profound sorrow or anger when feelings seem overpowering. Acknowledging them as part of your current experience can lessen their burden, facilitating more complete healing. A fundamental component of radical acceptance lies in differentiating between what you can and cannot influence. In Buddhism, this aligns closely with the idea of non-attachment. We suffer when we grasp onto results or situations over which we hold no sway. For instance, you cannot dictate others' conduct, but you can manage your response. You might not control life's unpredictable turns, but you can govern your perspective and conduct. Practicing radical acceptance permits you to concentrate on what is within your control while releasing what is not. This shift in viewpoint offers significant relief and mental clarity as you cease expending energy on unwinnable struggles. Radical acceptance fosters resilience. Life is replete with ambiguities and trials, and attempting to control everything is draining. However, when you embrace acceptance, you acquire the fortitude and adaptability to adjust to any situation. Instead of perceiving difficulties as unjust or insurmountable, you begin to see them as components of life's inherent flow. This doesn't imply ceasing efforts toward better results or self-betterment, but you proceed with the understanding that certain elements will invariably remain beyond your influence. This outlook transforms obstacles into opportunities for development and insight, liberating you from the exasperation of trying to dictate the uncontrollable. Radical acceptance also involves embracing life's transient nature. In Buddhist thought, grasping that everything is fleeting is crucial for discovering peace. Regardless of how agonizing or challenging a situation appears, it will ultimately conclude. When you accept this reality, you acquire a wider perspective that assists in navigating even the most arduous periods. You begin to have faith in life's unfolding, aware that nothing lasts forever and even the most potent emotions will eventually subside. This acceptance cultivates a profound feeling of peace, as you no longer dread change, but rather welcome it as an intrinsic part of existence. Engaging in radical acceptance daily enables you to cultivate enhanced inner tranquility and mental liberation. When you cease resisting reality and start embracing life as it occurs, you create space for happiness, appreciation, and mindfulness. You learn to remain present in every moment, whether agreeable or challenging. By accepting life's fluctuations, you liberate yourself from suffering stemming from unmet desires and the urge for control. This inner calm not only fortifies your mental and emotional health, but also enhances your connections and capacity to navigate existence with adaptability and poise. Radical acceptance is a formidable practice aiding you in releasing resistance and embracing life unconditionally. It's not about surrender, but about discerning what lies beyond your control and directing your energy toward what you can influence. This perspective lessens emotional distress and bolsters mental fortitude, enabling you to navigate life's adversities with increased ease and serenity. Through consistent practice of radical acceptance, you become more centered, more empathetic toward yourself and others, and better prepared to manage whatever unfolds. Refreshing your mind and releasing negative thoughts is not a single action. It's a continuous process. Each principle reinforces the others, establishing a solid basis for a positive mental state. Begin implementing these methods today and observe the transformation in your life. If you found these ideas beneficial, please like, share, and subscribe for further wisdom. Remember, a lucid mind is merely one thought away. Thank you for participating in this exploration towards mental clarity and positivity. Continue practicing, remain aware, and never forget, every moment offers a new opportunity to reset your mind. See you in the next video.